easy access to customers. In addition to selling ice cream, Ifeanyi sells snacks and operates a point of sale service. They said it could make about 20,000 naira on a typical day, although sales are declined during the rainy season. For now, the business is not thriving because we are in the rainy season, so it's not much for now. Maybe from October, November, business can pick up, but for now, the sales is coming up, he said. On the foreign scene, last spread family search for missing relatives after Nepal floods. Anxious relatives crowded the corridors of a Kathmandu hospital on Thursday as the searched for missing family after devastating floods on the Nepal-Tibet border killed at least 165 people. Among them was Subhash Katina, scanning lists and speaking to officials in the hope of finding news of his elder brother, one of the hundreds unaccounted for after the disaster. My elder brother, Ramcharan Razai, is among those missing in Rasua. That's why we are out searching for him, Katani told AFP at the government-run Bayer hospital in the capital. On Wednesday, a tsunami-like wall of water and mud swept through villages and towns along the Baltic Ocean and Trishuli rivers, with Nepali police saying they had recovered 162 bodies. Rasua in northern Nepal was the first district hit, but deaths were reported in 7 districts as floodwater surged more than 160 kilometers south to Chitwan, near the Indian border. The cause of the disaster was not immediately clear, but the U.S. Geological Survey said it was a glacial collapse that caused seismic activity and the catastrophe downstream impact to Nepal and Tibet. Business. Dangote threatens to export petrol as imports rise. The Dangote petrol refinery has threatened to export excess petrol stocks as rising imports create uncertainty around domestic demand and make inventory planning increasingly difficult. The refinery said imported petrol accounted for approximately 43% of fuel subsidy into the Nigerian market in July, despite its capacity to meet and exceed domestic demand. It said the continued issuance of petroleum products import licenses has created uncertainty in demand, planning, and inventory management, forcing it to reconsider how much petrol it should keep in stock for the domestic market. According to the refinery, it has consistently maintained sufficient inventory and reserve product volumes to guarantee steady supply to the Nigerian market since commencing operations. It said this has required significant investment in storage, logistics, and working capital. However, the company said the lack of transparency over the volume of imported petrol expected into the country was making it difficult to plan production and inventory efficiently. Sports. UCL draw. Champions PSG lead 36 clubs into Thursday's showdown. The 2026-2027 UEFA Champions League phase draw takes place on Thursday, with 36 qualified clubs set to discover their European opponents from the new season. Reigning champions Paris Saint-Germain headline Pot 1, alongside some of Europe's biggest clubs, as the competition moves towards another league phase campaign. According to UEFA on Wednesday, the draw will feature 9 teams in each of 4 pots: Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Inter Milan, Manchester City, Arsenal, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid make up Pot 1. PSG entered the draw as orders after winning the Champions League last season, while Bayern, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Inter, Manchester City, Arsenal, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid complete a formidable first pot. Pot 2 also contains several heavyweight European clubs, including Borussia Dortmund, Roma, Sporting, Aston Villa, Porto, Manchester United, Club Brugge, Real Betis, and PSV Eindhoven. Fury resumes training amid Joshua fights out. Tyson Fury has resumed training in Miami as the house continues to train his proposed showdown with fellow British Anthony Joshua, even as promoters insist the fight remains in course despite an unresolved dispute over venue. Fury's promoter Frank Warren confirms that the former world heavyweight champion has already begun preparing for the return to the ring, though no final agreement has been reached on where the bout will be staged. Warren said he remained confident that Turkey Alashkish will soon announce final details and that outstanding issues between Matchroom and Joshua Camp would be resolved. While Wembley was initially favored to host the fight, the possibility of staging it in the United States is created friction between the camps, with commercial interest and the bigger global television audience pushing organizers toward American soil. Warren pointed to the historic 1974 clash between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman in Zaire as proof that max fights do not always take place in the fighter's own countries. Matchroom boxing promoter Eddie Hearn described the coming days as country negotiations. Both fighters have signed contracts to face off, though Joshua's deal specifically states that the bout must be held in the United Kingdom. Entertainment. Funke Akindele, ex-husband J.C. Skills, spotted together in France. Nollywood actress and filmmaker Funke Akindele has reunited with her estranged husband Abdulrasheed Bello, popularly known as J.C. Skills, during the family holiday in Paris, France. The former couple were seen spending time together with their twin sons during the trip, with videos shared on Snapchat showing them exploring parts of the French capital. In one of the videos shared by J.C. Skills on Snapchat on Wednesday, Akindele and her ex-husband were seen with their children at what appeared to be a shopping center in Paris. The video was captured. Family time. In another clip, J.C. Skills asked Akindele, "Mama Beji, are we playing games?" She replied, "Yes, so." The former couple were also spotted at Ifako while in Paris, according to videos shared online. Akindele also shared a video showing herself, J.C. Skills and their children at a plane station section of what appeared to be a mall in Paris. The family also comes up to Akindele and her children travel to the United Kingdom for a holiday, following the completion of her latest cinema project, The Fall.